For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. Yo, what's good everybody? It's the Saber Wolf Fighting 4, another TCG Online match in the Legacy format. All that I can really show, to be honest. There's not really any point in making a new standard deck or a new expanded deck where the format is changed. I mean, Scarlet and Violet is out, we just don't have access to it playing TCG Online. But for the guys with Live, I mean, the stuff has been updated. I don't want to update to Live yet. I just want to keep TCG Online for as long as I can. I don't even know if it's the right time to just cross over. I don't know if all the cards are going to be transferred correctly. I don't want any mistakes. I don't want any glitches. I want, when I transfer, for it to be a smooth experience. I get all my shit, everything works fine, no bullshit. I don't want to lose any cards besides the hard gold stuff that we gotta lose regardless. Anyway, speaking of hard gold stuff, my opponent grabbed that little Cyndaquil there from the hard gold soul silver set. Now, if you see this and Reshiram along with the Vulpix as well, this could be a classic Reshiram deck. Can't believe I'm calling it a classic, but I guess it sort of is at this point. Time does fly. It can be a decent little deck, I guess. You basically use the Typhlosion Prime for that acceleration as opposed to something like Embor, and maybe you got a different attacker. I mean, whatever. He wants to try it, is all good. Now, this would have been a piece of cake if I got a good start, but I got a really bad start, and this guy just, everything going perfectly for him. So, because I had the candy and I had Flygon and I had Dusknoir as well, I decided I'm just gonna let the sacrifice there. Dusknoir is gonna die through poison. That combo between Verbex and Gem and Hypnotoxic Laser, too broken. I'm always gonna hate it, even if I use it myself. Just too busted, man. But I thought, hey, you know what? Instead of just shuffling back a big ass hand with N, what I always do or what I usually do, I had another Pokemon, I was going to be safe. Just wait that turn, be passive so we can evolve. But it didn't work out. He had to end, of course. A reality. And that sort of ruined our plan. So I'm really running slow here, slower than usual, but at least we got a supporter. So I'm gonna use the Skylight just to get a level ball, just to get the Shelmet there. Gonna get the Accelgor at least. Not a very good start at all, and if he doesn't use a supporter, I'm gonna give him free cards with N. I guess he's gonna use Oak, but will you keep a big hand? Just things not going my way. With a good enough start, a deck like Flygon, Dusknoir, Accelgor can beat this Reshiram deck easily. Piece of cake. I mean, it's a straightforward deck. Reshiram doesn't even get a one-hit KO on our Pokemon. I guess with the laser and the Verbank City Gym, he can get that additional damage to get the KO, even if I have 140 HP on the Flygon. But either way, it's not a threatening deck. I mean, you'd probably be more worried playing against, you know, Virizion Genesect or a stronger black and white deck like Garbodor, Landorus, more dangerous stuff. So I get the Accelgor, and in the end I am going to give him a lot of free cards with the N. Sad. I get the Vibrava, get the Tool Scrapper. I guess get rid of your Tool. Tool Scrapper is in here for Garbodor. I mean, if we don't play against Garbodor, I mean, just Tool Scrapper, just going to get rid of his tools and that's it. It's not really going to give me grand value. So, gonna get the paralysis and the poison. His Verbank City Gym is gonna go against him right now. But I mean, it's always worrisome. Reshiram and the other black and white legendaries, they get a lot of damage on and they don't die. Outrage becomes a big problem. Even bigger than the blue flare attack. So Typhlosion Prime is out and gets another Cyndaquil. Gonna go for the dual ball. And gets double tails. Lucky me, I guess. Get a little bit of luck. But I mean, his bench is pretty much established. He's got the attackers. He has 9 tails for draw, 2 spots for Typhlosion. I'm being so passive that it's not really gonna matter, even if he doesn't get like multiple energies per turn. So through the poison in his stadium, I am gonna get the KO, but I gotta do something. I can't let the Trampage die through poison as well. So we do see a few things, and the question is now what I'm gonna sacrifice, because I'm gonna have to sacrifice something. Are we gonna do Duskull or are we gonna do Vibrava? And as much as I hate to do it, because I have the Duskull ups in hand, I think I'm gonna do Vibrava. I was so close to putting in Duskull, but Vibrava, because I mean, I'm favoring the Accelgor at the moment. It's not because I want to, but it's just the Pokemon we're seeing. So might as well at least get him stuck, and then if I get the Dusknoir, I can move some damage around, maybe make a play, kill something significant. Reshiram isn't really a great thing to kill, but I mean, because he evolved into the stage 2s, Typhlosion has even more HP than Reshiram, but it is the energy acceleration Pokemon. I'm probably gonna target that. And Reshiram, once it attacks, I mean, it loses the energies. Because I can control the damage that's on the Reshiram, I can always move it away. As long as I always keep it fresh, if it doesn't have energies to do the blue flare attack, its outrage is useless. So I think that's the best way to go. So deck and cover, get the Accelgor once again. Gonna stall for another turn if he doesn't switch, but now I'm supporterless again. Just really bad start, and then when you don't have a very smooth start, it just kind of reflects how the rest of your game is gonna be. Slow to set up. You know, as you're trying to get one piece, you lose another piece. You set up something else gets KO'd. It's difficult. Now the good news, I guess, at least since I'm using Accelgor, it doesn't seem like he has any switching outlets in this deck. So the dude always stays stuck, and the poison puts in the work. Okay. So random receiver, get the N. It's not gonna work out nicely for me here, but at least we got a few prizes, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really give me that much benefit. I'd rather just have a smoother setup. Him having a lot of Pokemon, controlling the game, controlling the board, a lot of damage with Flygon, and then getting a bunch of KOs at once when all of my shit is set up. It is what it is, though. I mean, if I can attack with Accelgor, I gotta attack. I can't afford to be passive. And the paralysis did help a little bit, slow him down. I mean, we are even at the end of the day. So I got the Flygon out, but no way to switch. But once, I guess, he kills whatever he kills, I'm gonna get some free damage with the Flygon finally. Sand Slammer gonna kick in. He got a little bit of damage on it, unfortunately, with that laser when it was a Trapinch. So that means blue flare attack, I mean, is only gonna last for one turn. And he's gonna go for Crushing Hammer as well. I can't believe he has the luxury to run a card like that. Especially because you run the lasers anyway. I mean, you got a stage 2 and a stage 1 line with Ninetales and Typhlosion. You got the lasers, Red Bank City Gym. I guess he's running hammers too. So he gets a prize. I get a little bit of damage with the Flygon, and we have a bunch of things we can recover with Super Rod, but I don't want to do it just yet. I mean, it's just small Pokemon at the end of the day. At this point, there's only 3 prizes for him to get, so me just trying to wait until the Flygon start to recover, it's not like it's going to be that amazing. But anyway, gonna get another Trapinch with the Level Ball, and I got no way to switch, but I mean, I'm gonna attach the energy, draw 3 cards with the Bicycle, get some good value here. I would have hoped I would have seen like a Float Stone or just another switching outlet, but we did not. And I mean, Flygon is gonna die, I'm afraid. I got a little bit of damage out of it, but not much. I guess the other good thing, a little bit in my favor, is that, you know, Typhlosion Prime, while it is a great ability, because it's the type of effect when it was released that you can attach anywhere, even on the active, which is what made it so good. Much easier to use compared to the Mysterious Treasures Typhlosion. From nearly the same era, pretty much, DP era, but it was around when Prime came out as well. But because you can attach in the active, and you know, the better stats and stuff, of course, better card, they did make it so that you gotta put a damage counter on the Pokemon as well. And those little damage counters, they add up. I mean, one every turn, every time he puts an energy with Typhlosion Prime, it does help add to the spread of my Sandslammer. So, Afterburner, gonna get those energies that we're talking about. So here it comes on the Reshiram, he gets that damage counter, and he will get the KO, but like I've said, those damage counters do add up. I mean, constantly using this ability, it helps with my spread. We just gotta get out the Dusknoir finally. That's what I need. Dual Ball once again, he gets tails and heads this time. Gonna get another Vulpix. So, Floatstone, random receiver. Gonna use Oak next turn. I mean, he's at 2 prizes, but at this point, we just gotta draw our shit. You gotta see a bunch of things at once. And I guess I can use the ends for later, even if I don't draw a lot of cards. So now we're gonna do the Super Rod. I guess Trapinch, Flygon, and I suppose I'll do Vibrava as well. Let's just do that. Professor Oak's new theory. Give me good 6 cards, a good 6. And I see some difficult things making me think here. So I get the Frozen Stadium. Now this can help with the spread, but I mean, Burbank City Gym, it helps me out as well when I use Accelgor. The problem is I don't want this dude, I want him to get stuck, because once I attack, if he dies, I don't really have anything to promote. I need to get him stuck so I can get another Flygon out. And the laser isn't exactly something that we can use too. So I think I'm really thinking hard on this, but I guess I'm just gonna get rid of it. I mean, maybe he plays a laser of his own, who knows. But Frozen City, Frozen Stadium, whatever the fuck the name is. Less damage through the poison, but it actually might be for the best. I don't want the Reshiram to die. Thing is though, he can just use Typhlosion's effect, put energies on it, and then it dies anyway through that damage. So he can get out of the paralysis that way. But I hope if he does that, he doesn't have enough ways, I mean enough energies to attack. 2 Afterburners if you use them on the Reshiram. I mean, he can also just do a manual attachment, kill his ass that way easier, but he decided to put the fire energy on the Ninetales. Quite strange. I don't know why he put an energy there. I guess spreading them out in fear of the Dusknoir? Maybe, but I mean, dude, if you gotta attack with something like Ninetales, it's not gonna be good for you. He must definitely want to favor Reshiram all the time. Even Typhlosion isn't going to be very good unless I promote something really weak that it can do like 70 damage, I think it does, something like that. So puts energies on the Typhlosion, and in the end he didn't get the attack off, thank God. So now, I mean, we're going to have to shuffle a big ass hand in once again. Quite annoying. I gotta see a candy, man. I gotta see something. And I see the Dusknoir. Level ball. I guess get the Vibrava at the very least. We're gonna be pretty passive though once again, and I'm gonna have to leave out a decoy. Yeah, so Sinister Hand. I guess at the very least what I'm going to do is get rid of all of the damage from the Reshiram. So if you're gonna use it, you gotta use a big attack, and we gotta start killing off the Typhlosions. And damn, this game is getting hella long, I know, but I mean it's just the nature of these sorts of games. I think it's a trend with a lot of the legacy matches that I've shown. Matches can really drag, which just goes to show you, I mean, what a different format even the black and white era was. This is black and white with hard golds, soul silver stuff in, but I mean, it does make a big change in the format, you know, shit like Junk Arm and other cards, but both of us are using fairly slow decks, I guess, one prize decks. Got a really slow start, really bad start. That's probably the cause of it. Get a good enough setup here, this guy would have been done for by now. But anyway, I mean, it's a really close match. He's on 2 prizes, I'm at 3. He's going to get another prize this turn. My stadium sort of helping me out, unfortunately. I guess, yeah, I don't know. I think he made a mistake there because, or no, with 20 damage he couldn't get the KO. So he needs to have at least 3 to use Outrage. So now he can use Outrage. He doesn't have to use Blue Flare, but I mean, it did put the energies on him anyway. So he used Junk Arm, gets the level ball, and gets the Ninetales. So I was a bit worried. I thought maybe there's no way there's Ninetales in there, but because of the lasers, because of everything else, and because of Bright Leg, of course, it just makes even more sense to have that Dragon's Exalted Ninetales teched in. So he did target the Dusknoir. I mean, I got another one I can use. I did use the Super Rod, but I got another Dusknoir I can use. See the Junk Arm. It kind of sucks that I'm gonna have to hit this dude with poison even though he's already poisoned. End isn't really gonna be that good to us, but I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I don't really see much. I need to get Flygon out and I can't. So hopefully we buy another turn through the paralysis. I mean, he's only 1 card. Hopefully he remains stuck again. But I am worried. I mean, he could always just use Afterburner to get rid of his own Pokemon. So what are you gonna do? But I mean, he'd have to do like a mana attachment. I think I'm good. I'm gonna live for another turn. He did put an energy on the Reshiram. He put 2 energies actually. So I'm not too sure why he did that. I guess he wanted to make sure he died. I don't have a clue. But this helps me out because the whole point was that you don't get an attack off. So he promotes the Ninetales possibly as a decoy. And what I'm going to do now, since there's no Reshiram, I'm going to use the level ball, get the Shelmet, but I'm just going to do that so that I can use communication, finally get another Flygon. Damn, it's actually a good question. Should I get Flygon or should I get Dusknoir? Because we got the candy in hand and random receiver. So I'm going to go for the riskier play, but I get to draw more cards. And either way, we're going to play the laser at this point. So Oak. Yeah. And I should be able to see everything I need at this point. My deck is very thin. So we do see Flygon. I see another rare candy too, but I mean, okay, I guess I'm gonna do it. I got the float stone, so evolve into the benched Trapinch, use the rare candy, put the float stone on the Vibrava, and we get a nice little turn here. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is, he only needs to get 1 more prize, so I gotta be careful. You never know, he could just have another Reshiram, laser combo, whatever the fuck. The Typhlosions have to go. So I'm gonna try and kill them. I mean, I don't have enough damage around to just target the Ninetales and win. So we're just gonna not be hasty. I can't do it quite yet. both of the Ninetales aren't really any threat to me. I mean, he can draw cards with the Color Legends, I guess Hard Gold, Soul Silver Ninetales, but it doesn't matter at this point. I'm gonna try and make sure the Typhlosions get KO'd. So I'm curious what he drew. Can he do something? I mean, if he gets one prize, he wins. Flygon is the best Pokemon I can have active right now. It has the highest HP too. And Typhlosion can definitely, he can't do it. I just hope he can't get another Reshiram and does some laser shit. But he used a bunch of those too. I mean, he used Junk Arm. He has to be running low on resources as well. So he does have another Reshiram and he's going to go for an N. Only going to draw one card. That's not going to help him out much. So hopefully he can't do much. I mean, just a few turns of him not doing much. Sand Slammer is so good. The damage is going to add up and then I win. So even if it's just one turn of him not being able to do much, it's all I need to win. So he's going to use Afterburner. Put the energies on Reshiram. So it's got 2. And it's going to go for Outrage. So he's going to set up for the KO. I mean, maybe he didn't even have the 3rd energy. But he's going to have it next turn. And what I'm going to do now is, I got the Junk Arm. I think we're going to have to use it. I got to see a bunch of things here. I can't leave the Flygon there active because it's going to die. Like, either I get rid of the Reshiram or I promote something else that's healthier. So I think the best thing we can do now is get the Bicycle. This is a bit risky, but I am going to draw 4 cards without using the supporter. So there it is, Flygon. I see another Floatstone, excellent. And I'm going to get rid of his own Floatstone. So basically, what I can do now is promote the fresh Flygon. 140 HP, no damage, good to go. Sinister Hand, gonna give him even more hell. Target down Typhlosion, and we're pretty much good. I mean, how much damage do I have actually? 100, 170, 190. Let's see, 180. Is it 180? Man, I can't even see my screen. I'm so blind. But yeah, I've got more than enough damage, but I made a mistake here. Yeah, that was a fuck up. So I actually had game, but all I had to do was target the Ninetales, both of them. But we're still gonna be good. I mean, Typhlosion is out. He still has a lot of damage. Even if he can get the 3rd energy on the Typhlosion, he doesn't win. But yeah, this is when, at that point, when I realized, man, I had enough damage. But, I mean, games like this, it's so long, as you guys can see, over 20 minutes, like 23 minutes long up to this point. You get tired, you do make a mistake. I'm always going to admit I'm not the greatest player in the world. I get tired quickly too. So all these things, you make those misplays. I always got to make some misplay. And I did it here. It's still not going to be enough, or at least I hope. I mean, he placed down that Verbeck City Gym, making me worry. But if he doesn't, like, if he can't use a laser and he's just going to go for the blue flare, okay, that's game. So I got it in the end. So that was pretty close. As always, you know, one little misplay, it can fuck you up. But it didn't matter in the end. And I get the GG. He scoops right there. And it's our victory. So I hope you guys enjoyed this long-ass match. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. Share this video with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. Wazay!